as you can see right now. Yeah.
What the
Hey guys, welcome back to my art channel. So for today's video, I made a render of a freehand perspective drawing of a bahay kubo design. So I used materials like the Unipin, the Staedtler pencils, eraser, my koi watercolors, and my Touch 5 and 10 alcohol marker set. I made a video on how I made this DIY storage case, so if you're curious on how I made that, then I'll leave a link in the description box below. These other drawings are actually the plans I made in making this perspective drawing. So I have the floor plan, the site analysis or site development plan, and yeah, this video is about how I made this perspective output. So if you're curious on how I made that, then keep on watching. Hello! So what I have here is a watercolor paper I cut for the perspective drawing, and I'm gonna use these references in making my perspective. So first thing I did is I'm gonna clean my rulers and triangle scale so no dirt will transfer to the drawing. Then I made a rectangular border for the drawing, and then I proceeded to doing the perspective points. So as you can see, I'm only doing freehand, which means I'm not using any rulers or scale measurement to follow. And one thing I did in the beginning was I sketched squares or rectangles that were plotted using the perspective point or the vanishing point at the beach at the back right there, and I will be using that point as a reference in drawing my freehand perspective drawing. So as you can see, I'm just doing the basic shape of the structure first, and then I'm gonna proceed in detailing the form of the structure and highlighting the front facade, the front elevation of the structure. So you have the balcony, you have the stairs, and you have the columns supporting the bahay kubo itself. So as you can see, the columns are extended going down. This is because it's attached to the ground itself, so the sand below the water. And I also have a stairs where people can go down and go for a swim. And the curved lines in front of the bahay kubo is actually the bridges, and the bridge connecting all the kubos together and going to the beach area at the back. So one tip I can give in drawing these perspective drawings is, first, I use a 5H Staedtler pencil or graphite pencil because this shade will be light enough to serve as your guidelines in making perspective drawings. So right now I'm using a darker shade of graphite pencil. I think it's HB or an H pencil, and I'm outlining the structure itself without outlining the rectangular guide I drew earlier in my drawings. So yeah, right now I'm basically outlining and drawing the surroundings of the site or surroundings of the bahay kubo, and I am drawing the bridges that connect the bahay kubos and going to the shoreline or the beach at the back. And the scenery also has a lot of vegetation and greenery, so I'm gonna make mountains and hills and some trees around the site. And when drawing trees or entourage on your site, you have to take note that you have a vanishing point. So this means that all the trees at the back should be smaller than the ones on front. So what I'm doing now is I'm lightening my drawings using a kneaded eraser, and I just roll it on the drawing itself so the lines won't be that harsh or dark. And this will help me know what I'm outlining or coloring. So for the coloring materials, I'm using my Koi 24 watercolor set. I bought this when I was grade 10, so meaning I bought it 3 years ago. Yeah, it lasts really long. So I'm using these paint brushes. I'm gonna use this detail brush I bought in Shopee, this flat brush, this round brush, and all of these brushes I bought in Shopee. I actually included it in my SHOPEE haul video I made last months ago. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below if you're interested. So right now I'm starting with the basic blue ombre for the sky, and for the water or the ocean, I'm gonna start with green, bluish green at the shore, and then a darker green at the deeper parts of the sea. And I create random patches of dark blue and random patches of light blue and light green to create the seafloor effect under the water. So right now I'm adding water on the areas where I painted, so it will have the cauliflower effect. And I tried to dry it with a tissue paper and see the effect it will bring, but it was actually a fail, as you can see right now. Yeah. What the Yeah, it turned out to be a fail, so don't try that at home. And this is me trying to figure out how I'm gonna fix this. Bad idea. And I decided I'm gonna fix it by just repainting it with blue and green. And I also tried to add some dark blue lines that will serve as ripples for dimension or depth of the waves. And right now I am making the trees, rocks, and overall landscaping of the area. I'm also gonna color the bridge using my brown watercolor, and right now I am outlining all the landscaping and the bridges using a unipin. So when using watercolor, I like outlining my drawings after I watercolor paint, because the watercolor paint usually covers the lines I make. So I like outlining after I paint. But when doing alcohol markers, I like outlining first, because this will serve as a guide on how I separate my colors from other colors. Because if you don't separate, or if you don't outline first, you might get confused on where to color and where it ends and where it stops, you know. So in coloring alcohol markers, I like to unipin first and then color. So right now I am using my chestnut brown, my peach color, and a lighter brown color for the facades. I actually coordinated with my partner and picking out the colors so that our colors would match each other. I also used the Signaball white pen in drawing some ripples and some splashes. So right now I am making some light rays using my white gouache, and I am layering it with my yellow watercolor. So as you can see, I also added some little people right there. It's very small, just for scale purposes and because it's cute. And right now I am doing the sea foam at the beach area and the waves. So right now I am doing the railings of the bridge. I'm just gonna draw it with a line because it's usually just small and thin. So yeah, I think this would suffice already. And I'm also adding in the sides just for safety purposes so they won't fall. Hello? So I also have a bridge at the back part because I have a balcony at the rear side of the floor plan, so they have a view of the back. Yeah, and yeah, there you have it. This is the finished product. So right now I'm just gonna peel off the tape around and we will be done. So you can just enjoy this peeling process. This tape is actually really good. It never had rips and tears, and it's really good for paintings. And I bought this in a SHOPEE haul vlog I made. So if you're curious on that, then watch my SHOPEE haul vlogs. And this is the final painting. All that's left is the title and scale indicator below. And me and my partner decided to name it Carabao Huts because it's located in Carabao Island in the Philippines. So yeah, this is the final output I made. I really had fun making this output virtually with my partner. She made the elevations and sections, and I made the SDP, floor plans, and perspective. So these are the materials I used. This is my laptop, and yeah, it's really messy. So me and my partner communicates in Messenger, and we basically consult each other there. So yeah, hope you watched till the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next one.